Sometimes you gotta go back to actually move forward. And I don't mean going back to reminisce or chase ghosts. I mean going back to see where you came from, where you been, how you got here, see where you're going.
Hello, Hal, do you read me?
I know there are those that say you can't go back.
You read me, Hal?
Yes, you can.
Hello, Hal, do you read me?
Just have to look in the right place.
I've been told I have to get out of here. So, may surprise you. You thought that probably I gave the orders, no? No. But thank you all very much. I had to get used to calling this the White House, but I understand it's part of it. So, but I'm delighted to have this chance to speak, even if it's just for a few minutes with you, to talk about the space as a luxury that we can't afford. That they may work to protect the past, and I believe it's up to us to invent the future. Pushing back the frontiers of space is a critical investment that will lead to better times. And here are the people who write about our space program, and you know how we've pushed civilization forward. And the benefits our people will receive literally dazzle the imagination. So the promise and the potential are there, and believe me, when you write about it, tells me that our future will be determined by our dreams and our visions. It was really a brief trip through Wonderland.
Quick, take it out again.
Stanley Kubrick's 2001: A Space Odyssey is a milestone in the history of the cinema and a milestone in the history of the futuristic imagination. And beyond that, it's a film about the most profound questions of our existence. The power of what it suggests in images goes beyond language-based theories, beliefs. And part of the film illustrates the knowable and the measurable. But then it suddenly and unexpectedly bursts into the space that words cannot begin to express.
Primitive Dave, I read you.
She's out there.
Now, this amazing progress in space finds the American people less than well prepared to comprehend its social impact. Scientists maintain a dialogue with scientists, quite properly to be sure. But there remains a much-needed job of indoctrinating our public with the consequences of cosmic communication and the inevitable changes in our life, in our culture, our philosophies, our economy, our markets.
However, I accept the need for absolute secrecy in this. Now, I'm sure you're all aware of the extremely grave potential for cultural shock and social disorientation contained in this present situation, if the facts were prematurely and suddenly made public without adequate preparation and conditioning.
Now, one means of preparing ourselves for the future is to educate by entertaining. The following film describes an unusual motion picture now being produced in London for release all over the world starting early in 1967.
The delight of our new sun.
Perhaps we need some outside universal threat. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Where are you going?
Sorry to tell you, the only thing that's been to space is your imagination. There is no such thing as space.